I'm so excited.
I'm also so excited. This is so good. Also, we're live now. Hello, Stargazers! I am your magician, but you can call me Esther. And today we are playing the Ace Attorney Investigations collection. It came out.
Too.
Yeah, came out too fucking long ago, and we didn't play it.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Are 2 of the Omori videos hidden? Yeah, because they're not edited.
They're not edited. Oh man, Omori. Our Omori playthrough. What a throwback.
And I think about like unedited videos, especially like back then, we didn't care about like sharing personal info and shit like that.
That's also a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, so I do need
we'll
to
have
like
to fucking go over with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they are hidden. We did finish the game. Hello, Skittle. Hello, Wings. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum. If there's one thing that Ace Attorney Investigations did really well, it's the music.
God damn, yeah.
The music is really, really good in this series of games.
Listening to a podcast and then Fedenaster just popped in. Hey, we're part of the podcast now.
Our podcast is better, actually.
Our podcast is better. No objections here. Was that a pun, Ace Attorney?
No way.
Igiyori!
Igiyari. Suge. Hey everyone. Hey Every, it's me.
I was literally just thinking that.
Fedenaster podcast, you heard it here first. Isn't every one of our streams a podcast in a way?
Yeah, technically it is.
Alright, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know that people were still watching the Amore videos, honestly. They're so fucking old. Best podcast on YouTube. Yeah. At some point, I remember actually a couple, like a while back, somebody on TikTok made a video about one of those like alpha male podcasts. I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit.
Oh, wait. Was it the one where, like,
it's the no
women
filter.
shouldn't exist?
No, not that one. I mean, yeah, that was more recent. But there was one where, like, I don't know, they were just, like, making fun of this, podcast. So I went to actually watch the podcast. I got very curious.
Oh,
and the No Filter podcast.
The No Filter podcast. They stopped it after, like, 6 episodes because everyone flamed them.
Yeah, because it was really gross. Like, they were right to flame them. But
Yeah.
it was really funny because I was actually watching this fucking podcast, and I remember at one
I can't
point
believe you'd actually, like, subscribe to podcasts like that. You know, I would think they're not up your alley. Ren?
yeah,
I was joking.
stream's over.
I was joking.
But
It was supposed to be a joke.
But I watched the podcast specifically to make fun of it. And I remember at one point, so on one of the episodes, they invited a girl onto the podcast to, like...
Oh, God.
And during the podcast, they fucking said something like, oh, yeah, like... when you go out to bars, like, women never say, come back to my place. Like, they don't say that. And I was just like... I was like, that's the most embarrassing fucking shit.
Women never say that to me. Whoa!
Whoa! Only 9 more months to go till 12 months. No way! Thank you for 3 months membership.
Holy shit.
One of you please read this? We read it. No way! Corstad's back and better than ever. No, literally. The Click, I think, once said, after we make 1 million podcasts, aliens will destroy the Earth or something like that. I'm surprised that we don't already have 1 million podcasts. There's lots of, like, stupid men where you put a mic in front of them and they think, like, oh my god, we should make a podcast. Oh my god, the world wants to hear our opinions.
I make that joke at my work all the fucking time. It's like someone at my work will say something very fucking stupid, because we just do that. That's how we joke around. We just say stupid shit,
Mhm.
and then I go, "Whoa, bro, we should start a podcast." And it's the funniest shit ever.
Stream Elements bot running.
Learn how to customize this bot here. Damn.
Babes, did you know that at that link, docs.streamelements.com, it leads you to the Twitch page on how to use Stream Elements, specifically for Twitch and not YouTube. My first Ace Attorney game with Finester voicing. Oh yeah, so fun fact, if you have never played an Ace Attorney game, that's not a problem. This game is a spin-off of the main Ace Attorney line, so you do not have to have played any other Ace Attorney for you to like be able to follow what's going on. But that said, it has been 6 minutes, so it is time to start.
Yeah, the cool thing about this game in particular, there's only a few Ace Attorney games that I have not seen the entirety of, and this is one of them.
Wait, what the? Why isn't the stream working?
What do you mean, why isn't the stream working?
That's weird.
What's happening?
No, there we go. We got it now. Alright.
Yeah, Ace Attorney is one of like my most beloved series like ever.
One of mine too.
I've had like a really weird relationship with Ace Attorney because like I really like when I first discovered it, I fell in love with it like right away. And I think at that point only Dual Destinies was out.
Not even
so
fucking
I'd
Spirit of
seen all the
Justice?
mainline games. I'd seen all the mainline games up to Dual Destinies, and then I sort of fell out of love with the game series. I just didn't see the rest of it, especially around the time of Spirit of Justice.
Spirit of Justice was mid, and it's very divisive. I don't like Spirit of Justice. Some people do, I don't.
But then, at the end of this, I've sort of like, I don't know, I've come to like a middle ground. Like, I really like Ace Attorney, but I just haven't had the time or seen it all the way. Because there's 2 Ace Attorney products that free technically, that I really want to see the end of.
Mm-hmm. And those are?
The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and both games in that chronicle, and Investigations.
Damn, you don't care about the latent crossover?
You've already told me about the latent crossover, and I've seen that.
Yeah, the latent crossover is also really good.
The latent crossover was really good. The different art style was really funny.
Yeah, the different art style was very weird. The different art style was very weird, but I think it's a very well done game for its time, and the story is like really, really good. Alright. All I know about the Ace Attorney games.
For the forensics girl.
Emma!
You're so real.
Guess what?
You're so real.
Guess what? She's in this game.
Emma's in this game.
So,
Don't tell anyone.
So this is Ace Attorney Investigations, and then this is the second game, Prosecutor's Gambit. We're obviously going to start with the beginning. So, new game. Ah, that's right. So we have the new art style or the old art style. We're going to go with the HD because I think that these redone HD sprites are really good. All right, Turnabout Visitor.
I do want to show off. I feel like it's a better idea to show off the new like sprite work done for this game.
Absolutely. Everything old is new for playing the game with HD chibi characters. Hell yeah. Got an achievement.
Episode 1.
Turnabout Visitor.
The Visitor.
The Visitor. March 14th, 1:16 a.m.
First Ace Attorney game for the stream. Oh, is this me?
Yeah.
Make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all.
That may be true, but why? Why go this far? This is a man, but...
Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. Oh god, the sports training coach. Who the fuck is this dude? What's his haircut? I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. March 14th.
2:05 a.m.
Fuck.
12th floor hallway in the prosecutor's building. Ugh, this investigation
Bro's
music is
walking.
so good.
Oh man, so chat, I have not done an Edgeworth voice ever before. So I'm gonna just wing it until I have a better understanding.
How's the sound, by the way? Is it too quiet, the game?
Yeah, give us
Alright.
give us the heads up.
Too quiet? Is this better?
Ooh, that's loud, nice.
Oh.
That's in my ears.
Alright, this should be about good. How's this? The music is really good.
Music is
It's
very
so good. Oh! Alright. Alright, let me know if this is alright, babes. Alright, let's go.
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked.
Wait, why is he coming to the prosecutor's office at 2 a.m.? What's wrong with him?
Detective Gumshoe? What's this smell? It's very familiar. Blood. What the? What's the meaning of this? What? Who?
Freeze.
Oh shit. Identify yourself.
Go ahead.
Shut up. You've got some nerve committing a murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one.
How often does this happen to you, dude?
My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days.
2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, Room 1202.
Okay, let's do this one more time. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was bitten by a radioactive phoenix.
I finished photographing the victim's body, sir! I'm gonna let y'all know now.
Like that. There's
I'm-
no women in the first chapter, right?
There's like one, and she shows up for like 2 seconds. So, I know that ideally we would have more men, or male voices rather,
Ideally.
to do all of these voices, but in light of their not, oh good, this game isn't woke. But
Shut the fuck up.
in light of there not being a very prominent female presence until the third case, I'm gonna be doing a lot of men. That's just how it is. Mod's
Very
voice
well.
acting.
Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir. We
fuck is he
get
doing?
we get Sif in here like, ah, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir?
You got Gumshoe.
I mean, otherwise
Why, she?
you're gonna be talking to yourself the whole chapter if I
Yeah, that
don't.
would be kind of awkward.
Unless someone else wants to come in. We get Sif in here. You do a great Gumshoe.
They would do a great Gumshoe.
Sif just like, hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you okay, sir?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, you okay, sir? It'd be repulsive to not have Judge voice the lawyer game.
Wait,
Also
fuck!
true.
Judge! Because Judge is literally studying law. Judge, are you in here? Would you be okay? Would you be okay with joining us? Judge is
Judge is
asleep.
probably asleep.
Fuck! Alright,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Damn it! Fuck. What did he say? Shit, I didn't read it.
Oh, I don't know.
Good thing to check the log with pressing E. Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
When I heard that a murder taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away!
This is Dick Gumshoe. Funny name. He's a detective with the local precinct. And the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being.
You're looking a little pale, sir! Are you hurt?
No, I'm perfectly fine. However...
Ah! Look what they did to your office! It's totally trashed!
I'll say. The culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office.
Whoa! Sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing.
This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched into the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? Get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Especially because of this.
The key to your office. What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. You dumb bitch.
Logic?
He doesn't know what logic is.
What the fuck is logic?
What the fuck is a logic? Dick Gumshoe. What the fuck is a kilometer?
What the fuck is a logic? Okay, let's keep going.
By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic.
So how do you use it?
First, I recall the information we've gathered with Q, and then I connect them together with T. Now to use Q and recall the facts.
Alright, so... Doing things my way for successfully connecting a connection during logic without something. Can't see the rest of the achievement.
For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir!
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth! That's some beautiful logic, sir! Let's replace the word logic with something else.
When you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir! Begin investigation. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply use space when I'm next to it.
Well, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use T, okay? I'll give you a great...
Dumbass leaves the... Sorry.
I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir.
Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose.
Is anyone gonna comment on how the flowers have a cravat on them? You're right!
I'm sorry. Who the fuck shoots someone, threatens to shoot another dude, and then leaves the gun at the scene of the crime?
I keep this as dumb as fuck.
What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Care to enlighten me as to where?
Oh, I know! I was issued the exact same model. I think.
Detective.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. but now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergency, so that's why I didn't recognize it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Nook and cranny.
Let's see here. And there's blood all over his lower abdominal area.
Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene.
Are you gonna be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all.
Alright if you say so.
I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press E to open my organizer. E. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. What do we have here?
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a police badge, Detective.
Oh hey! I have the exact same thing, actually! What a coinkadink!
Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information.
Yo! It's the Eustace Winter collection! No way!
Yo! Eustace Winter? The winner?
The winner? Oh, I should also say, I've played this game before. I played the entirety of Investigations and the fan translation of Investigations 2. So, I do know, like, I'm the best, and you're miles behind! Like, I know all of those jokes. I do like a lot of the localized names, though. The winner?
The winner? Not to only use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other.
Oh, we're using logic now.
Logic! The revolver, the standard model used by detectives.
You're the best around!
Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, would you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir! On it now, sir! Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! This guy's wearing a gun holster!
So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver.
As I always say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use arrow keys to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use Q and E to zoom in and out to get at the nitty gritty.
I love the fucking, like, the Sly Cooper, like, jump and hit the circle button.
Something that I'm pretty fond of that isn't present in this version, I think, was that in the original, like the original release for the DS, it was implied that whenever you like moved it around, it was because like Edgeworth is just like standing still, and then Gumshoe is just moving the evidence around in his hand. It's just like, tell me which way to turn it.
Even though it logically doesn't make sense, gun.
It's still funny. Edgeworth.
Yeah. To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger.
You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones they use at track and field meets to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead.
To chase you down for a false start, detective.
Now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. Buddy?
It looks like only one round was fired from this.
Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility.
That's weird though. Because, I mean...
The fucking Big Brother Edgeworth me.
I mean, cause somebody else cause somebody came into the room when we were in there and fired off a shot as well. Yeah, wasn't there 2 shots? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's awesome that all canon games are now on modern consoles. Hopefully we'll get AA7 decks or they'll do Leighton versus Right, but that seemed like it'd be more of a level 5 remaster. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Your files are all over the floor, sir.
I probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer.
I don't think level 5 is going to do anything with Leighton, though. Like, New World of Steam was trending on Twitter, and they still haven't, like, repurposed any of their older games. No, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless when you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I watered the flowers every day just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled.
Does he have a life? I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to autopsy.
Jim?
Jim? What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh. Why? Oh, why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? His name is Buddy Faith. What are you talking about?
You're right.
Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh! Look at him! Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night!
Sure. Just in a bloodstained suit, pal.
So, hey, there was a fucking, like, writing on one of the books down low where his corpse was.
Yeah, it fucking said gum. I wanted to investigate that, but then it was
me
like,
too.
no, we're done. I was like, oh, no,
God damn
we're not!
Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Portsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office? Yes, that is correct. And it was you! You're the one who killed Jim!
Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
I will not! I know how things work around here! High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door!
Ew, he's transphobic.
That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me! Oh, wait. That means... I'm not sure what that means.
So it was you then! You're Jim's killer!
No way, pal! You've got it all wrong!
Everyone calm down! Mr. Portsman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Right, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's call it a truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on, then. It's your room, after all. Thank you. I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there!
Sir!
I want you to capture this scene on film for me.
That was the worst dap I've ever seen.
That was the worst dap ever. The noise? Oh my god.
There was none. Like, that was not clean.
My final farewell to my partner, Jim. I should probably give them some space.
Ah! They even knocked over your chess set! I had it all set up, ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games.
I had no idea you were interested in chess.
I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try.
In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. Acuity?
Acuity.
Acuity? I said it right the first time.
You did.
Mr. Portsman, a word if I may. Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring them to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for the both of us. Now then, you wanted to talk to me about something? No, that's all right. I feel like I'm interrupting their conversation.
Okay, so we can't investigate the books anymore. That's really annoying.
I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa.
That thing looks a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too? Just for a little while, sir?
Detective Gumshoe. You know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest.
You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end.
Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off.
Damn. Ah, your jacket, sir! What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they shot through it? It would have been a disaster.
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here.
Huh? Like what?
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Really?
Smug-ass face. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. Starting to sound like him.
Gay ass.
My own partner. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press T with conviction. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things.
This is also how he does things, but okay. Prosecutor's badge!
Eureka!
Yeah, there you go. Urethra!
This bullet... Urethra!
Hold on.
This bullet hole is the contradiction.
Okay, all good. Sorry about that.
We okay?
Yep. What do you mean, sir?
It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame.
Hey, that's right!
However, this gun was only fired once.
Hey, that's true too! Sorry, I'm trying to put my hair up.
One of these two... What?
I'm trying to put my hair up right now.
Why?
'Cause my neck is hot.
Fair enough. New soundboard just dropped. Here.
Urethra!
Urethra!
There we go.
There you go, you can use that one.
Now it's in the saving. Here, somebody has to clip it though.
Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yes?
What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
Ah, that. It's a secret safe.
A secret safe? Oh, I smell money!
I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way.
Roger that! Oh, talk about dusty.
Pow!
Pooh!
Pow!
That's his sneeze now.
Thank you. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here. I'd have kept it clean for you, sir. So when'd you put this thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
Right now, nothing. We only use them to store specially important evidence when a trial is in session.
That's it. Talking about squashing my hopes and dreams. Did he want to fucking steal money from there?
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
I never knew there was a safe hidden back here.
Well, if detectives knew about them, then they wouldn't be secret now, would they?
Are there any other secret hidden things in this room?
Even if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden if I told you. So don't bother looking for them.
So there's no, like, hidden camera around, right?
And what if there was?
No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Do I even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away? Now this is odd.
You found something, sir?
This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean?
Yeah. There's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. Oh, that's what, the stuff around it is, because the dust has been wiped away.
You there, the forensic scientist.
Yes, sir.
Would you please dust this area for fingerprints?
You got it, sir. I couldn't find, let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Just made a note in my agenda for 3330. Urethra!
As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. And to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have.
Big issue with this game is that it feels like Edgeworth is basically being pushed through the story and doesn't give much focus himself. Compared to AI 2 where it's his story. I'm gonna be so real with you, I actually, I'm like, alright on this game. Like this one's fine. AI 2 is
AI 2 though.
so fucking good. I love it so much. Hey Judge! Judge, would you like to join us? Even though you just woke up.
Welcome to Awakeness. We're playing Ace Attorney, and we figured.
Would you like to join us?
Have you in.
As and like do silly voices?
Yeah.
I had a nap. Hell yeah.
Real.
Sure. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Let's move to the den. We'll go to
the
HQ Live. Here we go. I'm here now. Hi.
Oh shit.
Bruh.
I forgot that's the fucking noise that plays whenever I try to call.
I forgot where the stream kit is. There it is.
Kindly stream it to me.
Ah, yes. Secret VC, yeah. Alright, we'll continue while we wait for Judge.
PC, shh. Right.
Oh, Judge is here.
Screen.
Judge
Hi.
our savior. Hey, 10th super chat. Thank you for the $2, Skittle. Why is your nickname not there? There we go. Judge, are you alive?
Judge, are you with us?
Judge is not with
Muted.
us.
And then not muted.
Yeah.
There you are. Hi! Whoa.
Shit.
Hi, Judge. Everyone's so
Hi,
happy to see you.
Judge.
Alright, let's continue.
Okay.
How long was that nap?
How long was that now?
30 minutes.
Fair enough.
So real. I hope you slept well.
Yeah, when I did, yes, absolutely.
Alright.
Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers?
Would you like to do gumshoe, Judge?
Which one's he?
The one that says gumshoe.
He's the one in the trench coat, scratching his head right now. He's a goofy guy.
He's a goofy guy.
Sure.
Don't sound too excited.
Sorry, I'm not the most energized right now.
No, you're so real. Do you
Here,
need to
I'll-
go grab like a
Here, go.
I don't know, like coffee, tea, something to?
Here, I'll
pick you
do
up?
him for a little bit, and then you can get the vibe at least.
The vibe, okay.
Yeah. The ones that come with a card attached each month, like clockwork for you.
Like cockwork for you?
Whoa! Yep. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy.
Oh, Miss Irony. How painful are thy thorns?
Wendy. Isn't that the old lady with the whiny voice that stalked?
That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further.
Steel Samurai.
Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm.
Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's it about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai, and his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise and even a new stage show gives it presence.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Of course not! Anyone who keeps up with society knows at least this much! And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
Oh, it's your trophy! The, Knight of Prosecutors, right?
King of prosecutors. It's not a trophy, it's a shield.
They only send this to the winning prosecutor, right?
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself.
That's so slick, sir! I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. Fuck, Edgeworth.
Do you have a bit of an idea now, Judge?
Yeah.
You wanna go for it?
Let's do this.
Ah! What's up with that teacup fragment there, sir?
Sukokoi!
Fuck
that
yes,
tourist
this is...
gonna pay.
This is me.
Oh, this is Edgeworth.
Sorry. Off to a good start already.
Hey.
Bye, Faye. Bye, Faye.
Why does he pose like an anime girl?
Yikes, you're really mad over this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It cost more than your whole month's paycheck.
What? Now I get the feeling the killer's wasting one of my monthly paychecks.
This is gonna be so much fucking fun. How is it coming along?
Oh, please, I need absolute silence. This picture's too important to mess up.
I'll leave the man to his art.
Is there anything we're missing?
The desk, maybe?
Yeah, right?
The backside of the desk?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. Do you have anything to report?
Sir, yes, sir! Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir! And yet there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes! Judge! Judge is dead again.
Oh, shit. Talk about a contradiction.
Judge's next set of lines is in a German accent.
Huh?
You hear that? We got a super chat.
Your next line is Gumshoe needs to be in a German accent.
Oh, no. I know what he's referencing with this, by the way. This is based on an old voice he heard me do the other night, like from an old web series. I did a terrible German accent.
Oh no.
Really?
I'm so curious
Yes,
now.
Oh, okay. Something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more.
Well,
Never tell me anything in confidence.
Wait, I think there was something down low, like bottom right? Like below, like in between the chest table? And the gun. In between the chest table and the gun.
It's the door.
I thought I saw...
No,
like,
right. It did light up for a second, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought it lit up, and I saw like, huh?
I don't think.
oh my god, there's a dead body.
Yeah! We're investigating a murder in our office. Okay, so this is the same. And we know that Jim Portsman is the killer. Or
so
Jacques Portsman, rather.
So I guess we have to, Oh!
The killer's goal and the wiped fingerprints.
The goal was to rob you.
I believe I have figured out what the murderer was after.
Then, what is it, sir?
What happened to you? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe.
The fuck was that?
I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime.
I don't know. I don't feel like we have enough evidence here.
I don't think we have enough.
No, I don't know. Maybe the
Franziska's condition is spread. What do you mean condition? Being German? What the fuck do you mean?
We'll try this. If it fails, it's fine. No, we got it. All right.
Nice. There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Am I back to normal?
Yeah, you can go back to normal if you want.
Okay. Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir?
Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelf files like you've never seen before, even at a library.
Sure. Let's give that a try. Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. All we can do is search for the truth. And? So what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it! Here, let me help!
So this file goes here, and that book goes there?
You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Done!
It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here.
The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh.
Sorry, that it sounded like you were like really squeezing out the last of that.
I hope you're having a lovely day, Judge. This is awesome.
Oh, this is definitely a great choice. I'm sorry, I've just never been in an acting setting with you before, and this is fantastic.
No, literally.
Yeah, likewise.
I think even before Judge became a mod, Judge was streaming a game at some point, and we did like a little acting session like right then and there in VC. And I was just like, oh man, this is awesome. Like, Judge is a really good voice actor.
I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf.
Oh. And then the guy fell onto the floor, right? The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out.
Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
But you know I'm not good with blood, sir.
I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture.
I feel like these are in the wrong place, aren't they? Because I mean, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, so it's these, right?
I put them all on black, just as they should be, sir. Doesn't look like anything's missing.
Although it does look like the killer moved the body to flip through my shelves. I wonder if they found what they were looking for.
あれ? 違ったか?
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Maybe not that spot in particular. I mean, if the killer, or I mean, if he was killed in a standing position, then it should be like right here.
So, this is where the bullet launched itself after it went through the victim, huh?
For the bullet to be launched so squarely in a file's spine indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred.
Then I guess the victim was moved because he was in the killer's way.
If Judge doesn't voice the judge, I'm leaving. You're so real.
ここじゃん?
I mean, it has to be, because he was supposed to be standing, and that's on the by his fucking feet.
Yeah, in his abdomen.
Good old grooving joke, you are absolutely correct.
Eureka! Urethra! fucking love that. That's so goofy.
I hope Judge does Tyrell bad. Oh, he do a really good Uncle Bad.
Oh, no. I'm not too familiar with these characters.
No, Tyrell Bad is a later character, and his voice is like, I mean, just looking at him, he's like a really big, like, grayish, real rough detective. Really intimidating guy. But he's a big softie on the inside. You do a really good one, I think. Pulls out mirrors. Sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
No, you're so real. There's clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole.
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
But what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir?
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot.
Then that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, detective!
Damn!
In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption, and it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position? Why am I saying this out loud?
The order of the files.
I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey! Actually, I think the labels in the files are wrong, sir!
Oh.
Yeah! You see how the files that were shot being with the number 0? Oh?
One of the two!
Oh!
One of the two, I don't know. What are those doing all the way down there at 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird.
Actually, the way they're organized now is the correct order. They're exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
But the numbers are all out of order.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha! So that's it! I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
Do you think it's gonna be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it was moved?
I finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. Let's move a corpse. If you please, Detective Gumshoe.
Insane.
Yo,
his
Golden
head?
Freddy? As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it would logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith.
And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess?
Exactly, and then proceeded to shoot the victim.
But why would someone kill a man and then look through the files one more time?
Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime. But why? Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look.
So can we investigate this finally?
This is...
What is that? Why does it say gumshoe on in their blood?
I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, indicative of criminal activity indeed.
No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake.
Gumho.
Gumho.
Mr. Extra, sir! Help me say something, sir!
It appears that one of my files was stolen.
Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation?
Is this what the killer was really after? Investigation complete. Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. And this most important message managed to reach us.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. If you are going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up! Jim's words. They're more than enough, wouldn't you say? If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it! I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude, and there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Sorry, you changed your name to Gumho?
What are you trying to do?
You changed your name to Gumho in the server.
Wait, did you do that or did Sif do that?
That was Sif.
Of course it
Oh,
was.
son of a
How would I do that?
Okay,
Bro.
true. I remember the Charles story.
Shit,
Anyway.
could have been anyone. Fuck off, Sif. Shut up, Sif.
Sorry, I got distracted by the comment section. I gotta focus.
You're so real.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're doing both, but also, I mean, feel free to. We do have more mods in chat than usual, so feel free to like focus on either one. No, keep
Terrific.
moderating. What? You're getting mixed signals here. Stop that, Sif. My word supersedes.
All right. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do?
What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique.
Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir?
I mean, I know how to do it, so
Might as well.
nah, I know how to do it, so
Nah,
we're
okay.
good.
Maybe some other time. Mr. Portsman, if you are ready.
Oh, if you don't have time, you could just say so, sir.
Alright, so I know how to play Ace Attorney, so I'm not gonna skip the tutorial. Mr. Portsman's logic.
You'll understand it the more you see.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer? I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence.
Rebuttal.
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun
Alright,
from
so
him
you
and
don't
shot
need to
him
read this
dead.
out. Alright, so
Yeah.
you messed up the files to make it look like you'd committed theft instead. Gumshoe did that? That's when you moved Jim's body. That was, so let me look at our evidence again. Body was found at 2:05 a.m. Only they know. Oh!
So, maybe the theft?
It's gotta be the theft, right? Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding, and it'll be by his final words that you'll be brought to justice. I think we might have to press something.
Hold it!
Do you really think it was necessary to dishevel my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft.
Hey! You accusing me of stealing from Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, that was so fucking like a man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Hey!
Build the helicopter!
Yo!
Yo!
Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle.
I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal! Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but...
Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with. And what a motive, no?
That's when you move Jim's body. I don't know.
Actually, there's a gigantic flaw in his logic. The gap's so wide that even the good detective can spot it. How to clue Mr. Portsman in by presenting him with some evidence.
I have no idea which one to present on.
I mean, the second one, right? Like
The
doing
second one?
Theft?
I'm...
Messed up the
Wait,
files
fuck,
to make
I...
it look like
Hold
you
on, let me
pressed
go-
again!
I pressed again instead of fucking... Okay, hold on, let me get my auto clicker.
Girl! Please!
Let me get my auto clicker. Hold on.
Dot, dot, dot.
Don't ask her me.
Saying it out loud makes it that much stronger.
Y'all are so mean to me. Okay.
Alright, so this is all the same.
Hey!
Hey! 3 square meals.
Okay, it's not working. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh no, there we go. We got it now.
Oh, wait a second. No. Would it be the... Hold on. Go through all of them again? Okay. I want to read these. So, obviously, we're presenting... I just gone from him and shot him dead.
Okay.
And then go. Further, we messed up the files.
I feel like this isn't that difficult.
Well, wait. Hold on. I think... The stolen file, you know? I feel like... Because didn't he mention, like, you didn't notice your name being written on that?
Oh, good point.
So, like, he would have known that. His body was hiding? No. Because the file's missing.
Objection!
There it is. Objection!
Ugh,
There you go.
such a good line.
Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking, I get it. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this.
How's the audio? I'm a bit nervous that the game is too quiet. The music
You
is so
still
good.
not see? Yeah, for real. You still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible! What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing! The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. It's possible they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters in the detective's name where the file should be is proof.
Yeah! I mean, the S is gone, and there's only half of an H.
If Detective Gumho really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood!
Which means what exactly? What does that make this dying message?
It makes the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. It is the work, excuse me.
That's so low! I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. Get it, sir, you'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time.
Well, Mr. Portsman. Brilliant! Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. You win some and you lose some, that's how life goes.
Glad everyone's so cheery, even when I feel more dead than alive.
But you know,
Poor Gumshoe.
it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However...
What is this time? Are you still after me, pal?
Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office?
Welcome in, Kai.
That would be me. But Mr. Edward just proved that I'm innocent, pal.
What the fuck is he doing? That's absolutely right. And I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? Flap like a bird. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Cabanella again.
Oh my god, Inspector Cabanella. Well, I was thinking. Did you know there's one other person with a key to this office? One other person? Who? Hey, you there!
Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Trick time.
Finally, Ren gets a line.
It's fine.
Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? A lady? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness.
Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't.
What's wrong with him all of a sudden?
My girly.
I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Byrde, a member of security.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
Maggie!
These two are like kinda.
Like,
Yeah,
ooh, okay.
they're cute. I like them.
Miss Byrde is the security guard on watch tonight. I see. And your point is? My point is she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key. It can open all the office doors in this building.
What?
If you... If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Byrde.
How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room!
That's right! I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal! It was me! That's right, I did it!
Can we take that as a confession, Detective?
Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal! So yeah, it was me! If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right?
Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Speaking of theatrics, listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here.
Who?
That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Is he fucking spazzing out? What is he doing? It's pretty obvious that Miss Byrde snuck into your room using the master key. Off. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, on, then that leaves only Miss Byrde as our prime suspect, off. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. It is 2 in the morning. Please calm down. So you're saying she used the master key? Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Byrde who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Mr. Miss Byrde snuck into your room using the master key. Let's press that.
So I wanna turn down the sound effects a little bit. The text in particular is pretty loud.
I'm glad you know what you're doing, Esther, because I am not in the mood for right now.
You're not in the word for
You're-
Not in the not in the right headspace for critical thinking right now. I'm so.
Are you okay? We kind of just like, hey, you woke up. Want to get on stream?
Get in here!
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay. Make it sure. Let's present the or rather, we need to press something, obviously. Let's just go down the line.
I don't know.
It's like a detective making the.
Stop! Please stop! Just run around.
On. Oh.
I don't know. I feel like nobody else could know about this though, because the motive was theft. So. Fuck, the music didn't stop.
Mr. Portsman, there's a large flaw in your logic. Really? I think it holds up rather well, actually. What do you think is wrong with it? Nothing. Let's move on. Let's press something.
Yeah. Alright, sorry about that.
This isn't like you at all, sir. consolate.
Concentrate.
Concentrate! I only said L instead of a T.
Welcome in, Ashley.
That was careless of me. I can't afford to do that or the truth will slowly slip away. Remain calm, Miles. It's the only way. Press the first statement. The one where she's like, yeah, Miss Byrde snuck into your room using the master key.
Hold it.
So we need to talk about that master key. Are you sure Miss Byrde is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one other person on staff at this time of night, and tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Byrde?
That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
What do you mean, unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal!
I love that your gumshoe is slowly turning into Patrick from SpongeBob.
I've been thinking that since the beginning. I was just like,
Is
he's
it-
Patrick.
That is on purpose. I just have to make him less stupid than Patrick.
Hey!
I kind of fuck with it.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah, what are we gonna do, guys?
Wait, can you say maybe it's the way you're dressed?
Okay. Maybe it's the way you're dressed.
You understood the assignment.
Maybe it's the way you're dressed.
It appears we've reached an impasse.
Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Miss Byrde has to say. Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that. Miss Byrde, if you please.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words.
I'm not lying, sir.
If that's the case, then I'd like to know. Why you have the master key now?
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
A likely story. Where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? Off completely. I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again.
I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal, trust me. You don't want to test just how bad her luck is.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth.
But... You still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. Don't talk about that. I can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Well,
Oh,
let's
so
see.
here we go. So
Wipe
we
down
needed this.
safe, so he knows about the safe.
He knows about the safe. That's weird.
What is he fucking spazzing out with his goddamn jacket for? Stop!
Pick one. On or off.
Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Byrde was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway. That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe, the existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Ah! I find it a little hard to believe. I'm gonna try that again. I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Yeah! Even I didn't know about that safe, pal. And yeah, that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either.
Then you're proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses! Why? What made you?
What's with the angry face all of a sudden?
It's all my fault! What do you mean? It's Jim! He knew about the existence of the secret safes. What did you just say? We were partners! Like inseparable conjoined twins! That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes.
Then that means...
Yeah, I know. I had only just told him too. Obviously it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief. And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Byrde.
Excuse me?
I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession.
What the? You're still accusing Maggie of murder?
Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
No! I couldn't! I could never do something like that, not even as a security guard, sir!
Plus, even if he was the thief, he would have a key to this office.
Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key. Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. Has he no honor? Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out?
You can kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office.
But I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You're all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show.
Listen, pal. How many times do I have to tell you this? Maggie can't be the culprit.
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
Sir.
We have no choice but to accommodate his request. For now. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again. If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear?
To be continued!
Continued.
Except we're gonna keep going. Because I want to finish
Your
this
name
case.
changed to Jumho.
Oh my.
There's no alternate
Alright,
endings. We can
I
just do
don't
one
think so.
save. Jumho. What is happening?
What is going on with your name?
Sif, of course.
Why is he doing this?
Alright, I'll change it back. He admits it.
Aha! Objection!
Are you Sif now?
Hey everybody, I'm Sif, guys. What's up?
I don't think chat can see it.
No, chat can't see it.
Oh, okay.
I'm writing a story right now, but I'm too embarrassed to show everyone because I have high standards.
You're too embarrassed for what?
I'm too embarrassed to show people my short story because I have high standards.
Okay.
Get his ass, honestly. Mugman, please entertain chat. Judge, you can, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go grab a snack real fast.
You hungry?
Yeah, I didn't eat lunch.
Bruh. Chat, don't tell her that I didn't eat lunch either.
Thank God she's gone. Jesus Christ.
Finally, now we can do crime and stuff.
Yeah. How have you been, Fen? Oh my
I
God.
have been... Oh my God.
Eel boy.
Eel boy. What?
Say it, repeat.
What?
I just realized I have the stream and the voice chat, and I'm very confused.
What?
The stream.
Yeah, I had both of them going at the same time, and I
Oh,
was
shit.
like, why you were repeating yourselves constantly, and I got scared.
Okay.
Anyway, I have notes from the producers.
Oh yeah.
It's just for Judge. It just says
Oh, okay.
if you're. I'm going to read it straight up. So it says here, if you're going to insist on a German accent, could you please do a better one?
Okay. Well, I wasn't the one who.
It doesn't matter what.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
I also have some notes from a separate producer. Here, hold on, let me
Okay.
organize this stuff. What the fuck is a German accent? What happened there?
Yeah, the note says, was that a German accent?
Was
And
was
so-
that a German accent? Okay.
Was that a German accent? I mean, I
Will you
tried
present
to,
this to the court as evidence, or what's
We're not in
the
court. This is just feedback from producers.
feedback from the producer? Wait, we have
Yeah,
a
this
budget?
this isn't a court. This is actually an intervention. Judge, we've come to talk to you.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to commit to the
You have
court
to
a little
stop
bit. Yeah,
changing. You
Judge,
have to
honestly,
stop changing your nickname to mine and stop
It's-
impersonating me.
yeah, honestly, it's confusing for the mod team. Two, it's really difficult to keep up with, and it also gives a bad vibe of multiple different people in the server and multiple different people in the mod team in particular. It's kind of a mess with like scheduling, especially, and
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. We're just
Okay.
as long as you understand like why it's a problem and why
Yeah, I got it.
the
Remember, there's no I in team, but there's a me. So
There is in cooperation. Yeah.
wait, is it T? Anyways,
there's also me and meat. Yeah.
hey, you know what there also is?
What?
There's a co-op and co-opetition. Or cooperation.
Yeah, there is a co-op and a co-opetition. Yeah.
Yeah, but both of those are true. I'm double right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we could just make up a million words.
Yeah,
Mhm.
flooping.
Yeah. What's your favorite made-up word? Just,
Gotta be snarf.
we're just saying made-up words, and after gets back to what?
got it. It's gotta be snarf. Snarf is a good one.
Wait, do you all have gas leaks in your respective buildings? Yeah, Echo, this is Judge's fault, clearly. Judge is the unprofessional one of the mod team.
I think you mean Sif.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do an Australian accent.
Get his name right. Come on.
Australian accent.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like character assassination on myself, I'm realizing.
This is insane.
So I
I'm
guess.
just kidding.
Do we want to go back to the German thing again? The German accent.
Oh yeah. We were
Not particularly, but go for it.
So like, you're putting me on the spot before with it, but like the whole warm up, what I do is, "Why is the wine wet?" That is the sentence.
Hello, I returned.
Never mind.
Hi, Red.
Oh my god, Eel Boy's here now.
Yeah, Judge
so
left.
the boy
Got replaced with
Yeah.
Sif. Oh no, Judge is back. Okay, we're good.
I brought Judge back. Judge is going to take over for the rest of the stream. I mean, I did my best, but
Yeah, honestly, see, good luck.
yeah, I brought the understudy in, so yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, they're gone.
Wait,
Back.
Fuck, it did the thing again.
Shut up.
Sorry, it's not my fault.
This is why I turn on the soundboard.
Sif, if you would like to join us, you're free to.
I don't think I would be able to contribute, but I appreciate the offer.
It's
here
okay.
right now.
You can be the little forensic officers. Sir, yes, sir.
Wait, can be a character with no line?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
And then your acting could just be like,
impeccable. You know, it's great.
yeah, your acting could just be like a singular. You know.
Not
It'd
the
be like,
calm.
it can be Doom guy in like the original Doom series. And like,
Yeah,
Well,
true.
the stream won't load. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say the stream wasn't loading for me. So
okay.
Okay.
Time to kick, come and shoot ass.
I'm all out of ass.
We're all out of shoe.
Fucking kick, come.
Wait, it's time to chew shoe and eat gum. But we're all out of shoe.
Yeah.
Gum shoe.
No, it's
Okay.
kick, shoe, and eat gum.
Sorry.
Let's move on. I
What
like
is
for
with
this
that
of my life to be
prosecutor?
over.
It's with that prosecutor. I can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable.
Please maintain your professionalism, detective.
I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir.
But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir.
You have something in your mouth?
True. So then what now?
Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch.
Do not despair, Miss Byrde. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
You have really, sir?
For example, this hallway. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Byrde is related to the master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door.
Sips the basketball, by the way.
Yo, we're all in one scene. This is
No way.
awesome. I was
Do your
wondering
best
if I may
basketball
speak.
impression.
Like rubber.
I just imagine the fucking like dodgeball noise.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think.
I just feel like in a school play, it's like where everyone needs to get a part, and like you get to be the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to be the basketball.
Fucking Greg
Yeah.
Heffley moment.
I
There's
just watched that, but like a few hours ago.
You did?
Yeah.
You watched the live
That's
action
Kingdom.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah. For nostalgia's sake, yeah.
Oh my
You're so
god.
raw, actually.
And you were sober?
Yeah, I don't drink.
Okay, no, that doesn't make sense.
It's fine. It's pretty good.
Okay,
was-
all right, Judge.
I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream! A dream where I'm being cross-examined by Miles Edgeworth!
I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with tea. Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him a couple times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
That sounds like fun. Just once, I'd love to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir.
On second thought, I don't think I'd have to fit in all that well with them.
Actually,
Fuck, wrong
you
one.
know, this is kind of a wild fucking hallway the more that I think about it. Like, this very professional, like, prosecutor's office just has a fucking basketball hoop in the
No, for
middle of
real.
the hallway in front of
What?
someone's room with
That's
a
weird.
ball on the floor.
Nobody gives a fuck.
The cotton, dude.
Miss
Where else
Maggie.
are you gonna put it?
You don't practice law in a man cave?
Oh my god, man in cave. Miss Maggie Byrde, correct? I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective?
She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder and things started going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct?
Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building,
What?
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I become a security guard.
What? That's a lot to go through in one lifetime.
I know! And just when I thought I'd finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Byrde. Nor do you need to worry about yourself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth! You can count on me! I'll do all I can to help!
Hold on.
Yeah, just pick something so I don't have to look at that part again.
Screen flashes off.
Now what? We present
So
master key. So when did you discover that the master key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those 2 times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
Always, you say? Except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit that I was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I'd used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge.
She used the master key?
She did? Use the master key?
What did you mean by you used the master key?
Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who'd forgotten his key.
Oh, cute.
I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right?
What is it?
That's right! I just remembered! The prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman, sir!
What? Please tell me more, Miss Byrde. Quickly.
Forgetful Mr. Portsman.
It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman has forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir.
And that's when you loaned the master key to him?
No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
I see.
You finally get to say something, Judge.
And then? What happened after that?
Keith David.
Holy shit, Keith David's in the call!
Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think.
So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight.
Talk about suspicious!
Thank you.
I doubt you could say.
Hey,
It's
everybody,
also
did you
really
know,
cool that
Did you know that
Miles-
Miles Edgeworth has an official collaboration with Among Us? If you play Among Us, you might be able to get Miles Edgeworth's skin.
Miles Edgeworth Among Us skin.
Yeah, it's real.
I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, Detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. Portsman's door. Door. Okay. What the fuck?
It's
You
Sif.
see that little shit on the right? What is this?
Oh, ew! Ew!
That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis.
And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway.
At least they acknowledge it.
It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be sure, a murder within the walls of a prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly. Post haste.
Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open.
Oh, gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again?
Yes, sir!
Now we get to hear Judge talk.
Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share?
Oh, it's nothing. But I noticed that Mr. Portman calls his partner Jim. And the detective in that Saturday Night Drama, All My Cops, is named Jim too!
Oh my god.
I bet one of them is a big fan of that show.
You seem to know a little something about it yourself. I take it you watch it too.
Of course! That tight bond of friendship between prosecutor and detective is great, sir! But it's nothing compared to the super strong friendship we have.
Friendship, Detective? I think you're mistaking it with pity.
Damn.
How can you say that, sir? After all we've been through, too.
Friendship or pity? I got an achievement.
Yo, Jim too?
Don't change my name, by the way, to Jim. I know you're thinking that. Don't.
I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, sir! Examine anything and everything with space. By checking various things off, we can gather all the evidence and information. You can see the evidence we've collected with E.
E.
Or information.
For information and leads. It's you.
That's it! Great job, sir! Deductive reasonable is the way to go!
It's called deductive reasoning, detective.
Deductible.
Clearly something you lack.
Alright, I assume this is just more tutorials, so, let's present him the badge.
I have no idea what this is.
Because, I mean, it's not an Ace Attorney game if you don't present the badge to everybody.
Your prosecutor's badge is really tiny compared to my police badge. It's really cool, sir. Much, much cooler than my badge could ever be.
It's not about size!
Size
Yeah,
doesn't
that's how
matter.
you use it.
There's no need to suck up to be detective.
Suck up is crazy!
Conversation took a turn.
I actually remember, so we recorded a little bit, me and Mugman, of the first case of investigations like years ago. And I could not stop making dick jokes about Dick Gumshoe. I was just like,
it was so fucking bad.
it was so bad. I think that video was private, thank God. But I was just like, but what about I'm Dick, sir? Like.
And you're saying you want to bring that back?
What about
I feel like
Dick, sir?
I feel like it's a pause. I feel like it's kind of inevitable when I mean if Aster ... let's move on.
What is a basketball hoop doing here?
Hey, didn't that used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago?
So when and why was it moved indoors?
I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of those officers drag it up there here recently.
Aster! Drop that vid, and my life is yours.
Aster! Drop that video, and my life is yours.
I love the shaky yours, like.
Yeah.
That's full Kratos right there.
God, TC Carson.
Yeah,
Drag it.
Amazing. I heard it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it up himself.
All the way up to the 12th floor?
That's kind of impressive in its own right, actually.
Is everything all right? Oh, Sif, do you want to do this? Or do you want to be the basketball?
I wanna focus on nailing this one role.
Got it.
You don't want to be the officer? This is so sad. Yes, sir! If you must know, I weighed myself this morning. I'm finally at 154 pounds.
Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room.
Oh, everything's okay, sir.
A word of advice. Stay focused, or you may start to lose even more weight.
The fuck? Okay.
It was 159 pounds? Damn, I'm fat.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. The same line.
Yeah, that's his iconic line. I feel like we should soundboard that.
Room 1203. I take it that this is Mr. Portsman's office?
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure, but I bet it's something because of, like, his birthday's December 2nd?
Yup, that's gonna be it. I can't think of any other reason why.
I can think of at least 3. Why am I even wasting time thinking about this?
Bah. What are you, fucking Scrooge?
Bah. The door's locked tight.
But the old credit card trick wouldn't work here. Aha, Mr. Edgeworth.
This is the office of a high prosecutor, detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them.
Aha! So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be who the culprit is.
Might I advise you return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from?
Damn!
It's a fucking savage!
Why are you so mean to me?
I love this. I
Did
love
someone
this
give
so
you
much.
permission to speak?
It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop.
Personal.
I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office.
But you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here.
How long have I had the same office? And yet you still managed to get lost? Me with Ren. God. A minimalist, yet classy door made of top quality wood.
Ink, I just saw that now. It's kind of majestic too. Fits in really well with the ambience of the prosecutor's offices. You don't have to delete it, Sif, but I
kinda did.
speaks.
I don't want one-upmanship.
Okay. Even if Mr. Portsman seems dignified just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense. A man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne? I suppose custodial work can also be dignified.
Custodial work! Alright, let's logic.
Yes.
Connect! Miss Byrde, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal! I mean, sir!
You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Wow! Nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro! I'd totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right! It was around that very time I realized the master key was missing.
And...
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended?
Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir.
So in actuality, you never did relock the door then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
But it is. You already investigated it.
The door's locked.
Yeah. Whatever pawn shop.
Whoa.
Maybe you have to present something like while you're investigating it, or...
I don't think we can. Deduction? Like, I'm confused. Is it... It's not in the logic. Fired.
Can
Maybe-
you...
Maybe to
like,
gumshoe?
do you have to, like, investigate it
Yes,
on
sir.
the doorknob?
I want to hear that every time you talk to Gumshoe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, deduce. And then...
Oh, deduce.
I bet the old credit card. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Give it to Ren to repeat dialogue.
Oh, deduce.
Yes, girl.
Whoops.
You pointed it out.
Yeah, drop a deduce.
Urethra!
Urethra!
Yeah.
I forgot that
There's
we
a
could deduce
contradiction.
specific spots. I'm sorry.
There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Byrde has said is true, then why is this door locked tight?
You know, you're right.
Miss Byrde, are you sure you didn't relock this door?
I'm certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
Which means what, sir?
It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Byrde opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one.
You opened a different door? But how can you prove that?
There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is... we need to examine these.
Prints on the master key?
Prints on the doorknob.
Prints on the doorknob, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought about it for 2 seconds.
The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything.
Hey, you! Yeah, you, pal! Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? So, what did you find out?
There's no need for such belligerent nostril flaring, detective.
Sure, I found only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Face prints on this doorknob.
You should not be eating on the job.
I'm sorry.
You should be. So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive.
Huh? I'm lost, sir.
Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on the knob as well. Then whose print also be on this doorknob?
You good, darling?
Oh, it wasn't just me. Okay.
What?
Your robot.
You're a little robot.
Am I lagging? Oh, that's not
Yeah.
It's just Discord being good.
Wait, what did I say?
Certain other person's print should be on this knob as well.
Only
Am I
Mr.
still
Portsman.
robot?
Yes.
My Discord's in red, but only my Discord. I don't know why.
Let me try. If I hop out, maybe that'll just make it less demanding.
I don't think that's
I don't know.
It's just 14 milliseconds on my ping, but it's in the red.
You are still a robot.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my god. Fucking Discord is in shit right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Discord. Oh my god. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi, Judge. 1212. It's just me and you.
Hi. What's up? How's your day been?
Day's been pretty good. It's a little better, like a little, not by much though.
Okay. That's fortunate. Yeah, I hope it does get better throughout the week.
Someone call a mechanic.
You're back. Oh
Officer.
no, it's
Yeah, sorry. I can also try lowering the bitrate a bit. There's a few things we can try.
Will that help?
tech support.
It's possible, yeah.
Go to BRB screen. But I mean, yeah, Sif is our IT guy, so
I also provide value to the stream.
tech support with logic music. No, literally.
Yeah, we would have to, I think we'd all have to hop out in order for that to take effect, but I'm not sure.
I mean, we can do that. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Empty out, you two. There we go. Ah! What was that?
I hold my breath.
Oh. Why'd you hold
I
your
don't think
breath?
I don't think you gave me enough
I
time.
had to disconnect and reconnect.
Oh, did I-
No. One of us
Internet's
needs to
taken a-
sub in for Fen.
Internet's taken a massive hit. Oh
Oh shit, am I Fen's understudy?
no. You might be.
I
It's time for
think
you
that's
to
gonna
be
be a bit of a
Edgeworth.
downgrade.
Never
Let's try this
mind.
again.
Oh, hello. There you are.
Do
Hey,
it
you
sound
sound better
bad?
now. No, you're all good.
Okay.
Alright. Whose pitch should be on the doorknob?
Maggie.
Maggie. Oh
Take
shit,
that!
yo. Take that! Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent?
You mean?
Yes. The door that Miss Byrde opened could not have been this one, but a different one. Hmm? What have we here? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. That basketball is fucking weird! Is this basketball property of Mr. Portsman?
Yes, sir. He's always ready for a match.
Basketball, soccer, dodgeball, tennis. It doesn't matter what sport it is, he's game! Although I think it'd be a little hard to play tennis with this ball.
That isn't the point you should be focusing on, detective.
You're right, sir. Now, I know what I should be focusing on. Bad, Mr. Portsman. Someone should teach him to clean his toys up after he's done playing.
I think we've reached the end of this conversation.
I think so.
What is this?
Looks like a scrap of paper. Get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it.
It looks like a note from the victim.
I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later, buddy.
Yeah, and it's for Mr. Portsman.
Note left by the victim. I think that's it. So let's logic some shit. I guess not. Okay.
The basketball hoop?
Maybe? Oh, it's been moved!
What's this?
What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey! Game!
That's okay, detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off.
Hey, you're right, sir! I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk!
The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this.
This is my moment to say go read or watch Slam Dunk. It's really good.
Go read what?
Yeah, go read or watch Slam Dunk. It's really good.
Oh, the anime, yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
You'll love it even if you don't like sports.
Maybe I'll give it a try. I've a couple of friends have told me about that one.
And according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir.
Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the door?
Apparently, the doorknob's clean as a whistle. White, they think.
Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. So... 1202. These 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Whoops! Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir.
You have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of... Oh.
Nice.
Minimalist yet classy door made of the top quality wood. I've already said this. Sturdily made, making it near impossible to break it by force.
It's almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as you.
Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something greater than himself. Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value. I think. If you live up to your full potential, it's a poignant trait that anyone can admire.
I see! So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone?
Right.
That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir.
So I can't deduce with this.
So we can't deduce here. Let's go check out everything else in the hallway.
And we don't have anything else in
Or the
logic.
Yeah, we can't like logic anything right now.
I don't know. I don't see a need to connect these two, but let's just give it a try anyway.
If you say so.
We've got plenty of health, so
True.
yeah, I didn't think so.
Pieces don't fit together quite right.
That's okay.
Let's check
Is
out
Edward
the rest
dying?
of the hallway.
Huh?
Does Edward die if you don't connect the case like properly?
He doesn't die.
Yeah, that's his health bar.
Um,
What are we missing?
no, for real, right?
There's something more to check out here? I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look.
Basketball.
The door?
It's just the
Plastic
same.
door of top quality wood. Does seem more dignified. Whoa, this is new.
No, it's not.
At least more dignified than Mr. Payne? Oh yeah, the custodial. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, he seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
Alright, What are we missing? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir.
I didn't click anything.
What?
It just...
You still have the auto clicker on?
No. Alright, this is Mr. Portsman's office. We went in room 202. Alright, well that's not the door done. It still says that it's not finished.
Yeah, I know. That's weird.
Uh...
Check this area.
You like checked all the hinges in the lock itself?
Yeah, we checked the lock.
Maybe not the lock.
No?
It was
Locked
uptight.
We already did this though.
Yeah, whole
Yeah, great
credit
cat
card
burglar.
track.
Same.
I don't think the hinges have anything to do with it, no.
My...
I already talked to them. What the hell?
I do.
What the fuck?
What's under that bench?
I don't think there is anything.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. It's...
Oh, it's the missing book.
Isn't that the missing O series file, sir? Or 0?
No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind.
So, what are these 0 files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing on them, huh?
Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine.
Huh?
They belong to the high prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were.
Then that means the thief must have also wanted the files for a specific reason, right?
It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing.
I wonder why anyone would care about such an old case.
And that was what we
Investigation
needed.
complete. That was what we needed.
Thank you,
You're
Sid.
welcome.
Health restored! Poking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely.
Huh? How so, sir?
I mean, look at me. In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a... Jesus Christ. Sorry, that while he's doing that pose is so scary.
Swamp energy.
With... I didn't finish the line, it scared me so bad. With the real... I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case.
You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth.
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? Mr. Portsman?
I knew it! That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me to! I suspected him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir!
That is anything but logical. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door.
5:12 a.m. Good lord.
Jesus, that took us an hour.
Oh my god, it's around the same time as me right now.
It's 5:12 in the morning for you?
No way!
No, it's 5:53.
Ah!
That's insane. The collective gorilla growl. Yeah. Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody letters, sir.
All right, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Why was that so sonic coded? Woo!
Coming in for hard landing, Tails.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay,
deductive
looking
reasoning.
Good. You there, take care of this. Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe.
End of the line for you, Portsman. We've got you now.
Call of your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jacques Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay, if you promise to stay out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? I can see right through the unsightly, paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl.
Oh, Jacques Sportsman. That makes sense. I didn't get that. Jacques. Naruhodo.
Jacques is in like J-O-C-K. Who'd have ever thought it would come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. Aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you have yet to prove anything.
Mr. Portsman's rebuttal.
I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how, may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I got work to do, so we're done here. Sorry, but we are not finished yet. Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something? I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on. With evidence.
Oh, I assure you, it's quite based.
I assure you, it's quite based. Based on what? Damn it.
Damn it. The mountain of evidence that points away from me. You propose I unlocked your door and got in here.
Gotta be something we could present here.
The master key.
I believe you were able to open my office door. With the master key, no less. Wait. Hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. That's right. You used your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key. Take that! You had asked Miss Byrde to open your own office door for you, yes? Yeah, I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know? But the room you had Miss Byrde open at that time was not your own, was it?
What?
You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain that it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir.
See, Miss Byrde backs up my story. Yet, what if you had misled her, to fool her into thinking what you wanted? And how do you suppose I did that? By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
That's right! They do slide out pretty easily.
Furthermore, you then used one other thing to give a very strong impression. That the door she was opening was yours, and not, in fact, mine. What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Byrde think it was his room?
Oh,
The hoop.
The hoop. Yeah, the basketball hoop.
Take that!
What? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left a usually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor.
Wow!
That's very true, sir. Because there was a basketball hoop sitting there, I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's.
There are signs that the hoop has been moved. To sit it in front of my office, to be sure. I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack. Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me.
though he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he? I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket, and Miss Byrde is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears.
My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday.
Please calm down, or I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here.
I think we have to press something here.
Well, hold on. Let's go over the statements. Now you're just running nonsense. The girl opened my office door. I was in my room the entire time. That's got to be the thing that we can refute.
I don't think we have anything that we can directly refute it for, though.
No, wait. The note. Remember what it said?
Oh, shit, that's right.
He couldn't get in contact with him because he was out.
Ugh.
That was a lie.
I love his sprays.
What are you talking about? How was that a lie? This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door. Or did you not notice? And right here it says, "But you're out." You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you? And what were you doing? Shall I explain it in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room you had Miss Byrde open for you. That's just nonsense! You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me! Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence. No way! This is proof positive that you had Miss Byrde open the door for you!
But her
That's low.
Yeah, no prints on the doorknob.
Yeah, her prints aren't on the doorknob. Turn it up the game again, this music slaps.
I had your door dusted for prints. My door? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right. I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Byrde's fingerprints. Her prints? What do they have to do with anything? Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her prints should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. Ah! Further, all of the prints on my office door's knob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Byrde's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me, and Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him! And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office!
And just what's so funny, pal?
Well, that look of stiff seriousness on the face of this office's finest prosecutor as he makes a huge mistake in accusing me is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world. What?
Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already.
And as I said earlier, it's also circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints? Well, I can readily confess that I had wiped that knob down well.
Huh?
I'm a little obsessive-compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched, which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there.
You made that up just now, didn't you?
Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Like early evening, for example. Are you saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway? Hey, even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, though that's no excuse.
Now that's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size.
But you can't prove that, can you?
Say Edgeworth, back me up here, sir!
Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. Besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? I only just realized I had one as we were talking. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner. If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi.
Hey, Yudiding!
Do you really think it's that perfect? Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, yes, sir. I'll go check his alibi, sir. Be right back.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsman said. The guy's down in criminal affairs. Said they saw him around 2 a.m.
You see?
What about before then?
All of the evidence points to him being the culprit. But there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere.
The office must reek at this point. No, literally, he's probably so sweaty.
No, I was talking about the dead body, but
Yeah, I
sure.
think that was
Yeah,
the body.
What do you fucking mean he's so sweaty?
No,
Ren.
I'm sorry. I just remember I was when I was in middle school, I was in choir, and I walked into the choir room during one of the periods where it was the boys' choir. I walked into the room and it just reeked of sweat. Like, it was disgusting. It smelled like a locker room, and it was a choir room. And I was just like I wanted to throw up almost. It was disgusting.
No, I was preparing for that story to take a much darker turn. Just
What,
like,
you-
I just walked in and there was just a dead body in there. And
Yeah, I just walked into the choir
I'm
room.
like, man, choir goes hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Thank God I was a theater kid.
That's not much better.
Yeah, don't worry. I only discovered 2 bodies.
Why do you know that?
You are correct. It was around 2 a.m. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2. Ooh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. And then you had that unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. I don't think we can disprove that.
Let's
Press
just
it.
press him, yeah.
Yeah, let's press everything. It is as you say, however. Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see. Oh, come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Oh, well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit. I really like the writing of Ace Attorney, like when you cross-examine someone by pressing them, because it usually segues back into their testimony, and it's so cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
So you paid the Criminal Affairs Department a visit. Yep. Right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct.
Smarmy git. No, Saru.
Smarmy git.
Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony. And it was just as I said, right?
Yes, sir. A number of detectives said that they saw you at around that time.
See? I have the perfect alibi! That's the ace I had on my sleeve. Ugh. Impossible! He actually does have the perfect alibi! What's wrong? With a sudden sullen look on your face.
Can you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we reached the end of the line and it's time to get off this crazy train. You there!
Sir!
Please escort the young lady out. But remember, be gentle.
Maggie!
Detective Gumshoe!
Are they calling out to each other like it's fucking Titanic? Jack!
Jack, Rose!
Rose!
Jack! Come on, this place is sinking.
Damn, you're fucking good at acting. Holy shit, this sounds just like him.
That character says it knee deep in water, by the way.
Come on, this place is sinking!
I think it's a great movie.
Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn this situation around. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? I need to calmly think this through one more time, and with logic.
Alright, let's connect all the pieces. And who could it have been?
Another handgun, surely.
Oh, I was thinking the
I don't
files.
think it has to do with the files, right?
I could be wrong. No, I was right.
You're right. Nice.
Never in doubt.
Evidence points to the shelves being disturbed once before and once after the murder. But who is to say that the person who did the second time is the same as the first? Which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. And this has to relate to the second handgun, yeah?
Yeah.
If indeed there were two culprits, then that resolves the contradiction behind our murder weapon. Despite the fact that there are 2 bullets here in this room, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once, leaving the possibility that the other bullet was fired from the other visitor's gun. Furthermore, if we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back, Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Great! So you finally come to your senses.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir, what are you saying?
This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer. That may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief.
Thief? But sir, it doesn't cause some sort of contradiction in the facts.
Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, 2 culprits stole into my office tonight!
What do you mean, 2?
It explains both why my shelves were disturbed twice, and how there were 2 guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Byrde and gained entry into my office. Now you're just leading the whole argument. You still don't have any actual proof, do you? If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Now then, returning to my scenario. Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time.
So then, this would be when the files were put back in the wrong order, right?
Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith.
But why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir?
He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. That's when he noticed sounds coming from my office, would be my guess. Oh, what?
Oh!
What was that line?
Because you were supposed to be away, right?
I think I read that
And
line.
he must have thought it was odd, so he came into the office to check it out.
Correct. And as a detective, that was the right thing to do.
But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there.
It's romantic.
Because it was Mr. Portsman. Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him. And then... he killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind.
You're such a complicated troublemaker, you know that?
Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. There was another?
Visitor, sir?
Yes, and this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so they stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed. It seems the thief found their prize.
The stolen zero files, right, sir?
Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter.
So the shelves getting messed up twice in the 2 bullets? It was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times?
Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief, and was not, in fact, Mr. Faith's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant, because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit!
What's so funny, pal?
Absolutely splendid! Your scenario explains everything!
Of course it does! It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all!
But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right, it would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there's still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir.
But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof of this point.
Don't say that, sir.
I don't believe this! Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must.
You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met really was just a plain old thief, then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct.
Josh and Fen have fantastic chemistry. It's cool. It Heike is really cool. I'm having a great time just listening to y'all.
Yeah, fucking great decisions.
That thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left. That fourth statement is sus.
Yeah.
So you think we should be out here looking for the thief? Of course! Now is it the time to be having these dead-end discussions? I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it.
Rebuttal.
Check that fourth statement again. The one about, like, deliver while he's down at criminal affairs. That one, like, jumped out to me, like, right away.
Is down at criminal affairs?
You know who else is down at criminal affairs? My mom!
But so this one? Unity's here! Oh my god.
Oh my god! We got so many
Hey, muscle man!
Oh my god.
Hey, Skip. You know who else has dementia? You know who else has dementia? Hey, Skip. You know
Mark,
who
you're so
else
good
has
at it!
You were so
Actually,
good at
this
muscle
is the rest
man.
of the
What
stream,
fuck?
sorry.
I can tell.
You know who else is trans? My dad!
Which
I don't remember
one?
that line, but okay.
Oh, that's from the joy of Odyssey.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
you get always
Hi,
fucked up.
Unity. Bro, what the
Hi.
fuck is this? This is such a shit show.
Ozzy,
I can't
Ozzy,
expect
Ozzy.
you.
Well, jeez.
I can't expect you to know, can I? Nope, but I guess you can expect me to take a guess based on logical deductions. Oh, then let's see you deduce.
Jim waited for me to leave, and then stole the master key. For the purpose of sneaking into your room, of course. And that's when Miss Byrde caught him red-handed, and the murder occurred. It's all exactly as I had laid out earlier. I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. Just have to find a way to prove it. The fourth statement, did you press that? Or was that the, last one?
This is the last one.
Oh, press the fourth one right quick. I wanna get more. I don't know, something about this just, jumps out to me. Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? That's because he said he was tired and he was gonna take a quick nap. You know those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And what of the evidence he brought? They were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant. Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. Okay, so there was something sus.
Oh.
Gun and a pendant that are really... No, but he said he brought 3, remember? 3 pieces of evidence.
Oh.
In the note. Bang, I'm so fucking good at video games.
You are.
Only 2 pieces? I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. Excuse me?
Got him.
You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece that I think you should read carefully.
Huh? It says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces.
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. I can't believe they get tripped up by simple arithmetic. Where is the missing piece of evidence? You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe.
You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe.
He's fucking back!
Excuse me?
Bro, his fucking spine!
I can just imagine the fucking noise, just like... Don't come any closer, I'm warning you!
This is all part of the investigation, pal. So don't even think about stopping me.
No!
Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir.
Fucking VHS? What year is this?
No, for real.
Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide.
But why would he hide something like that?
There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. With a section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin!
KG8 incident.
The KG8 incident?
That's the police case number, sir. Does that mean this video was evidence from that case?
Interesting. However, what's recorded on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once-over. Oh.
Oh, that's blood, sir, isn't it?
Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh.
You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood?
No, you got it all wrong! No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video?
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that! Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderess. You and Mr. Faith! No! Impossible! I'm...
Whoa. You swallowed it.
Gross.
And did you swallow your own tongue?
No.
Okay.
You sure about that?
Mr. Portsman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir.
Very good.
And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
No, it was nothing, really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir. If it had been a holdup or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
Something tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail.
You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor.
I'm expected for Shilong Lang. Oh, I'm so excited to get to him.
Bam bam ba-dum bam.
Ugh.
Lanzi says,
And why would you say he was corrupt?
Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir.
Forged evidence, huh?
And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
ugh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession.
We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office.
Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up.
Although we can be pretty certain that it was to steal something.
This is just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes.
Oh, well, well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this.
Huh? Then Mr. Portsman isn't a bad guy.
I didn't say that, but rather that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance to this piece of evidence.
The dead body.
This one, honestly.
The corpse?
I just
The
carry that around
corpse.
with me.
Or honestly, I think it's the safe. We never really
The
saw.
safe is just like not.
Yeah, the safe's just kind of there.
Sir, I don't think there's any mystery left for that.
You might be right there.
I think I solved the case already, Mr. Edgeworth. The only thing left that we still don't know about is maybe the... Yes, the Zero Series file! The significance of which we have yet to fully comprehend.
Why is my voice yours? Help me! Ugh!
The person
Ugh,
who
that's
stole
something
this
stuck in
file
my
is-
throat. The person who stole this file. The other villain of the night.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint?
Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Yes,
I came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir.
this card.
What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there?
It's not just any bird. It's a... it's a paper bird!
Yeah?
It is the mark of the raven. A three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective.
Oh! It's about that thing, isn't it? The great thief everyone's talking about.
Yes, it is the mark of the great thief.
Yatakarasu!
Whoa, sir, what happened?
Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end. A modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts.
The theft is always performed in silence, and always with perfection.
I'm trying to remember what the yata in yatagarasu means because karasu comes from
Is it yatagarase or yatagarase?
yatagarasu.
Okay.
That comes from karasu for crow. I forget what yata means though.
Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with this single card, although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance.
Hey, Mr. Ridgeworth! Look, something's written on the back!
What? Let me see!
It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files!
So the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. Organization. Quite a few keywords are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. But they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago.
And that's the end of the case! Yay!
Yay! We did it, everyone.
The great
Oh,
thief,
yeah.
the Yatagarasu!
Think about
I mean, that
visitor.
really means carried.
Visitor.
The visitor.
It's all.
But yeah, that for anyone here
What
who's
about
already familiar
airlines?
with
Yo, Delta?
anyone here who's already familiar with Ace Attorney Investigations, the girly on the title screen should probably sound something like that.
They'll sound like Fen choking or something.
No, it's just like Turnabout Airlines. I think I recognize that silhouette.
Oh yeah, that looks a bit familiar.
Looks
When you're
very
certain race.
German!
familiar.
I don't think she's
German!
I don't think she's even in the case for that long though.
But she's there!
I'm pretty sure she shows
German
up for like
judges up.
I'm pretty sure she shows up for like one scene and then that's it. All right, but with that, we finished the first
German,
case.
the sequel to Chinese.
Bro.
The fucking video, Chinese.
But with
Fuck
that, I
you,
think we're going
fuck
to call it a stream. Thank you, Mugs, a man, Judge, Sif, and Yudidine for joining me. So you have to do German. I don't know how to do a German accent, and I don't like.
Even better.
I don't like doing accents that I'm not
Comfortable with?
yeah, because like I'm British, so I'll do like British accents, but I don't know, it feels weird to me to do accents for an accent that I don't like actually have. But I'll try to think of a voice for Franziska, because a while back I was commissioned to do a voice for her, and I feel like I didn't do it that well. So I'll have to think of something. And with that, any final words, babes?
Final words.
Amazing.
Final words.
Amazing.
Final.
That's okay. Take your time.
Need Judge to come back. It was great having Judge in the stream. Wow, you're a fan favorite,
Wow,
Judge.
yeah, blatant
Wow.
favoritism. I like it.
That's insane.
When is next case?
If you're
Darling? When do you next want to play?
Whenever we have time.
I don't think-
Hopefully at a time where Judge isn't fucking waking up and being invited to the stream.
Please come back, Judge. Okay, and with that,
If-
thank you for watching, and good night.